Hello all, welcome to this course on ISTQB foundation level. In this video, you are going to learn what exactly the testing is. What is testing? Alright, so this is the kind of a first learning video in ISTQB foundation level syllabus. So what is testing? So before understanding what is testing, in what are the fields that testing has been used, like why testing is really required and where it's really required. All right, see, we are using the web application, mobile application, or web pages from our basic needs, like in a shopping, groceries, or a medical, or a banking, or even some safety critical places. Also software plays a major role, right? The elevators or the lift, we used to call it as a lift, right? So when the elevators, so that also, these are all the elevators is comes under the safety critical. Like, say for example, if there is any bugs, any minor bugs or major bug in the medical application, or the banking application software, or any shopping sites, or mobile application or web application, there may not possible ways of no hazardous, or kind of human lives can be in trouble or danger. But if there is any bugs, any issues, or any failures in the lift, so here we are considering as an elevator. So if there is any issues with the elevator, say for example, um, if you are in a top floor, and maybe due to some failure in the software, if the elevators, it lost its control, if it goes and try to hit on the ground floor, what happens is there'll be the possible ways of human lives maybe in trouble. All right, so this is how the software plays a role if you are not tested the software. So that's why this testing is mandatory. And coming to what is testing, that we are not even into it. So let's see what is testing. See, software testing is a way to assess the quality of the software and to reduce the risk of the software failure in operation. All right, so it is assessing, even for developing a software to deliver your software to the customer or to the user. Only developers is more than enough, because they can develop and they can deliver. But to make the software as a bug free or a fall free, or to increase the confidence level, definitely software testing is required. That's what, so software testing is a way to assess. So what is software testing? Even in our software testing content, you may gone through the software testing definition as per the IEEE. All right, so here in the maybe basic concepts, you can consider what are the stuff has been into the ISTQB syllabus. They are all has been ISTQB standards, the international standard. All right, so IS software testing is a way to assess. You are just assessing the quality of the software. So how quality the software is, and reduce the risk of the software failure. As much as software testing you do, as much of the risk has been reduced. All right, so a common misunderstanding, and one more misunderstanding on a software testing is it's only executing the test cases or running something you want to execute. Say for example, if you want to, if a person want to test a elevator, what they'll do is they'll just think like testing or validating or assessing the elevator by just giving the operation, like going to some floors and checking the what is the power supply, current flow, and what is the time. So that is what they may think, running the software or executing test case. But that is not true. Even the requirement of the elevator you have to go through, that is also comes under the software testing. All right, see, software testing is a process which includes different activities. Test execution is one among those activities. So this is a software testing means we have so many process include different activities, like reviewing the requirement document, reviewing the codes, reviewing the test cases. So but what people thinking, what the techies, the beginners is thinking is, if it is software testing means they want to execute something. No, that's not correct. All right, so one of the activity, the test process includes have several activities such as test planning, analyzing, designing, implementing tests, that is implementing test cases or test, reporting test progress and results, and evaluating the quality of the test object. So these are all the test process includes. And like this you will get the questions from your ISTQB examination. Say for example, they'll give 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3, and another one is they'll give some other answer they'll give, and they'll ask you the question saying that which process is not in that test process of testing and testing activity, like that they may ask. Then they'll give a option saying that test planning, analyzing, designing, and XYZ. You have to select the answer called XYZ. Or what they'll do is they'll give three different answer and they'll give only one thing like reporting test progress. They'll ask which is included in the test process. Then you have to give the your answer is reporting test progress. So for this you have to remember these things. Test process include test planning, analyzing, designing, implementing test, reporting test progress and results, and evaluating the quality of the object. So these are all included in the test process. Some testing. So here it is called dynamic testing. So very simple. Okay. So in your software testing course only, I mean the software testing course syllabus only, you would be covering that. It is execution of the test case is called dynamic testing. The classification of testing, right? We have two testing, one is static and dynamic. Dynamic testing is execution or running, or you are validating with the presence of software or system under test or device under test, whatever it is, but you have to execute. It's not like reviewing the document. That is called soft dynamic testing. And another one is non-execution of the component or the system being tested. So you are not executing it, but you are just reviewing. You are just checking the document, checking the code, checking the the any stuff without executing. That is called static testing. Static testing includes reviewing work products such as requirements, stories, and source code. So, and here the final one is what is verification, validation. Testing is not only that it focus entirely. So again, once again, so people are thinking like testing is kind of a verification, but no, testing means both verification and validation. Few may have an idea of testing means is a only validation. Verification can be done by developers. No, that is also wrong. So V verification and validation. So testing is not only that it focus entirely verification, requirements, user stories, and other specification, while testing does involve checking whether the system meets the specified requirement or not. So one of the important key point that you have to remember, all right, even you when you are testing your project, you should not completely rely on your test cases. Of course the test cases may be good enough, or it is a stable that so many reviews has been happen before releasing the test cases, but still when you are testing, you can go through the test cases, but still you have to check with your requirements as well. That is a real quality of a good tester. All right, so that's what the system, the whether the system is meets the requirements or not. It also involves a validation, that is called invalidation, which is checking whether the system will meet user and other stakeholder needs in an operational environment. Say a very simple example I can give you. If you are executing a test your test cases, I mean if you're executing a software with respect to your test cases, that means you are checking whether the author expectation is meets or not. That's what you are actually validating. Okay, in general, if you just consider on a outline view, you can get it like you are just validating as per the author, that is who have written the test cases, but actually you have to check as per the requirements. All right, so of course the author has written the test cases as per the requirement, but still there may be a chances of no reviewer may miss the loops, or author may miss something. But yeah, it will take very less time to understand the requirement and to validate, and that is also a very good practice. And that's all about the verification and validation. So what is software testing? So these has to be included and you have to remember these stuff. All right, we'll get back to you in the next video with the content objectives of software testing. All right, so until then, bye, take care. If you have any queries, you are always welcome to post your queries so that we'll try to resolve as soon as possible.